Hello class, my name is Dr. Long. This is World Civilization 2, History 11-12. I'm excited to have you this semester. I'd like to welcome you to the class. This class will deal with the modern world from around 1500 to present. So there's a lot of interesting things that we will learn this semester. Now, as you well know, this is a Maymester class and this is an online class. Maymester does move at a very quick pace. It is very much possible to do it and do well if you just resolve to buckle down from the outset. Also, because this is an online class, it does give you more flexibility. As you will see, you do have some real deadlines, but I've set the class up in a way that should give you a lot of flexibility to fulfill those deadlines. Now, first and foremost, as soon as you get it, I would encourage you to read the syllabus very carefully. I have a very detailed syllabus that lists and discusses in great detail all my policies, the deadlines, the assignments, and so forth. So it should be your roadmap from the beginning to the end. The section on the syllabus labeled course schedule is particularly important because it tells you what we'll be doing on a regular basis and what due dates you have to maintain. Now, also, as this is an online class, please familiarize yourself with D2L if you're not familiar with it already. This class heavily uses D2L. You really won't be able to do the class without D2L. On a similar note, I would encourage you to make sure that you have good internet access and that you have a working computer. Now, of course, if you do have computer problems, you're more than welcome to come to any of the GHC campuses and to use a computer lab there, although often it's simply more convenient to be at home if you have that. Now, in terms of a textbook, our class does not use a traditional textbook as it is. Rather, we use a series of short video lectures. These lectures were shot in a studio. I made some of them, as well as my history colleagues, Dr. Jamie Fagan and Dr. Steve Blankenship. So you're going to watch some short videos from 3 different history professors at GHC. I'm based at the Floyd campus, Dr. Fagan is based at the Marietta campus, and Dr. Blankenship is at the Cartersville campus. So this will give you some different perspectives on a variety of issues in world history. So you will watch those, and collectively those short videos are called the video textbook. That will in essence serve as your textbook for the class. As you watch these short videos, and by the way, they're all free and they're all embedded on D2L and linked to YouTube. As you watch them, of course, I'm sure you're familiar with YouTube. You can stop, you can rewind. I encourage you to take good notes on those because your assignments will be heavily based on the video textbook. Now, in addition to the video textbook, you will also have some short historical primary source documents, and all of those are online and the links are embedded in D2L, and you'll simply click on that and read the primary source documents and you'll have assignments related to them, and they're all fairly short and sweet. And finally, I have assigned a few short videos on YouTube, and they're all very short. They won't take you much time to watch, but you will need to watch them as well. So in essence, you have nothing to purchase for this class. As long as you have working internet and D2L, computer, you're good to go. There's no traditional textbook or any kind of thing to purchase. I think that's a great benefit to you. You should be able to get going from day one. It saves you money. Across the board, it should help you. And that's particularly the case in a Maymester class. Now, the class is broken into 7 modules. All the materials are organized into 7 modules. And if you go onto D2L, you go to the big tab at the top that says Content Items, and then you click on the tab from there that says Content. If you look down to the left side of your screen, you'll see several documents that are very useful, the syllabus, a module discussions guideline, and then you'll see the modules. And you click on the modules, beginning with Module 1. What you will find is all the videos for the video textbook are there. So that's where you go to watch them, in essence. You'll also find some other useful documents. Every module has a little introduction, so I would encourage you to read that. Watch the videos. There's a document on each module that gives you some ideas on how to read a primary source document. You have some optional review questions. I want to stress they're optional. You don't have to do them. In essence, they serve as a study guide for you for every module. I do encourage you to use them, but they are by no means an assigned, a required assignment, rather. So you have some review questions, you have a folder for primary source documents, and towards the very bottom, you have a quiz. Now, all the materials are organized into seven modules. So you'll watch the videos, you'll read the primary source documents, and then you have 2 graded assignments. Now, as I mentioned, each module has a quiz to complete. So you'll have 7 quizzes. The quizzes are all multiple choice. They contain questions about the video textbook, what you've watched, and most module quizzes have some questions on the primary source documents. The first module quiz has some questions on the syllabus. All the rest have questions on the primary source documents for each for the relevant module, of course. Now, after you complete the quiz, you also have a module discussion to complete, and the discussions are a significant portion of your grade. Now, the discussions are not under the modules. Rather, there's a separate place for them. So if you go to the top of D2L, you'll see a big tab that says Communication. You click on that. There's a sub-tab that says Discussions. All the module discussions from Module 1 through 7 are located there. So that's where you actually go to complete the discussions. There is a very extensive discussions guideline that lays out all my expectations and requirements for discussions. You need to answer the questions with supporting evidence. You need to respond to classmates. You need to cite your sources. All of those things are very important. And while the quizzes are multiple choice, the discussions are all written work. And you'll be writing between 2 to 4 paragraphs for each discussion. So you have 7 quizzes, 7 discussions. For 1 discussion, 1 quiz for each module. Besides that, you'll also have a midterm exam that covers modules 1 through 4, what you find in the video textbook, and that's multiple choice, 50 questions, and a final exam, which is set up very similarly. It's modules 5 through 7, likewise multiple choice questions on the videos from the last 3 modules. So that's how the class is arranged. We move quickly because this is a Maymester class. We only have 3 weeks. Most modules are covered in about 2 days, so that gives you flexibility. You do have real deadlines to meet for the quizzes and the discussions, but you can somewhat work at your own pace. I would say, if you have family commitments, job commitments, other things, you can actually work ahead if you like. If you have weekend plans, holiday plans for Memorial Day, whatever you have in your life, if you want to work on the modules early and do that, it's very doable. Now, the midterm and the final have set days. You have 1 day to take each of those, and you can't really work ahead on that. But everything else in the class is set up to where you can work ahead. So I would encourage you to be very disciplined with your time. That is one key thing about an online class, is you really have to be disciplined with your time. Procrastination is not your friend in this class, but if you manage your time, I think you'll find it very beneficial to your life, that you can take the class, learn a good deal, and frankly get it done quite quickly. Also, I should say that students who take Maymester seriously tend to have higher grades. My Maymester classes tend to have more A's than other classes. So take the class seriously, buckle down, and you should do pretty well in the class. Lastly, I will say that makeups are only done under extenuating circumstances. If you have some extenuating circumstance, COVID issue, family issue, something like that, and you just absolutely can't meet the deadline, do contact me, but I will need to know a real valid reason why, and I have more information on that on the syllabus. And I'll close as well by saying, if you have questions, you have comments, please contact me. I'm online quite a bit. The best way to contact me is my GHC email account, which is blong@highlands.edu. That's blong@highlands.edu. So again, my name is Dr. Long, or Professor Long. Welcome you again to this class. I'm excited to have you. I'm looking forward to it. And if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. All right, well, I'll stop now. Talk to you later. Bye.